What's up, everybody?
How we doing?
We good out there?
Hopefully everybody's good.
Yeah.
Getting through this freezing cold winter.
It's very windy out. It's very scary, very spooky.
It is. It's it was like 2 degrees last night, or something like that again.
Yeah, out here off the lake, you must be fucking...
Yeah, it's just barely getting over zero.
Wow.
Sometimes. So episode 149, right?
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I forgot.
So I think we're going to probably take a couple week hiatus after this.
Maybe. And try to plan something.
I'm trying to plan something, and I'm going to have some real big news coming up on the next show.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You've been teasing news for a while.
I know. Yeah. I'm still doing it. I'm just trying to make sure that they're still listening.
Yeah, keep them going.
Yeah. Maybe this is the episode. Maybe this is it.
You want to make the news, make sure it's solid news so we don't have to then do a big retraction after our big news.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got some semi-big news right now, though. I'll be starting at the Griffin Friday.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. So Friday, don't come see me Friday, though, because it's more of just a training thing.
Yeah.
Lee just asked me, do you have homework? And I go, I do, actually.
Yeah, you got a bunch of paperwork.
That's exactly what it is. It's me learning all their different scotches and tequilas and bourbons and specialty drinks and stuff like that.
The Griffin down here in Youngstown.
I'm going to be doing both,
wow.
Youngstown and Lewiston.
Oh, look at this. Company man.
Yeah, so they want me to get in there and bartend right away, and then start using me in other aspects that you people are probably more used to seeing me in. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah. That's great, man.
It is.
I love those guys. Mm-hmm. The Griffin's awesome.
Ed and Kat are fantastic. And they just, they said what I thought the whole time, which was this just seems like a natural fit.
Yeah.
So it's exciting.
I think so. I concur.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
We had a lot of bumps in the road to get here, but here we are.
There always.
Here we are, Friday at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, you got to work when we do like a faux Sunday down there. We do a lot of Sundays down there. You got to call me. You got to make sure you're working those days.
I will.
It'll be the fucking team up, the old school team up, the reunited captain and the foes.
It will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that seems to be one of the reasons that he wants to bring me in, at least in the early going, is for the busier things. Like he said, he needs more bartenders. He's like, "How fast are you?" He's like, "I haven't seen you bartend in years." And I was like, "If I need to be, I can be fast."
This is like gunslinger shit. This is like Old West.
Yeah,
I picture those two like doing the numbers or something. They're like, "We need to get the captain."
Yeah, right.
And then they walk in, and you're like, "What took you so long?"
Got a stogie hanging out of my mouth.
Exactly. Yeah. Come on, Cap. One more job.
Yeah. So, so that's exciting. And then the extra exciting news will come on episode 150.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it could be.
Yeah. It's a big one.
Cap's pregnant.
Yep. I'm down 20 pounds and pregnant.
Well, we had some adventure. I mean, it's a sad day around here.
Yeah.
Sad time. We're trying not to talk about it, but we kind of talked about the great loss of 2025, and then we hit record. So now you're like,
exactly.
Oh, Jesus. We had some adventures. We went to this big gala, big fancy pants gala at the casino. And it was cool. Get all dressed up, nice dinner, and they had some big corporate, party band thing playing. That was interesting. But we're looking at at the table, and we're looking at like the menu of what's up for the night. You know what I mean? And there's like lists of all the donors, and it says all these names, and then it says like, did it say Dick Smothers? Did it say Richard Smothers or something like that? I think it said Richard Smothers, and I was like, well, like Dick Smothers from the Smothers Brothers. That's funny.
Yeah, that is funny.
I was immediately like, oh, that guy's got the same name. That's funny. And
yeah.
Like, is it actually him? I'm like, oh, I don't know, maybe. So like, 20 minutes later, we're standing at the bar in line talking to the fella who brought us to this thing, and he's like, I don't know, it might be. I think it might be a different guy. And as he's saying this, I'm like, nah, he's right there. And fucking Dick Smothers comes, like, he noticed we clocked him, so he just danced up to us and was like being funny and silly.
Oh, nice.
And like, dude, this is a fancy gala. I'm fucking barbecued. And all of a sudden, I'm talking. Dick Smothers is like doing bits. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
That's fucking
this
awesome.
Night took a fucking left. He's a guy's a legend. That's
yeah,
amazing.
Without a doubt.
And we were trying to talk about the Bills, and he kept talking about Joe. He's like, what a nice looking kid that Joe is. And we were like, Joe? I'm like, you mean Josh? He's like, no, Joe, you're quarterback. I'm like, yeah, Josh. He's like, oh, whatever. Joe, Josh. I'm like, this motherfucker. I might not know a lot, but even I know the guy's name, fucking Josh.
Yeah. You're not from here, are you?
Yeah, what are you, new to show business? But apparently he lives here, and because they were announcing everything, and they were announcing all these donors, and then she goes, and entertainment legend and Lewiston resident, Dick Smothers.
Yeah.
I'm like, Dick Smothers fucking lives in Lewiston?
Yeah, I knew that from last year because he did another event, and I completely forgot about it. But yeah, he did a different event last year.
Imagine my surprise. If someone said that afternoon, like, hey, Dick Smothers is going to be this thing, I'd be like, cool.
Yeah.
But when you don't expect it, and then all of a sudden you're talking to the guy,
and he lives around the corner from you.
Having a little fucking party, and yourself are having a little party. You're like, whoa, what?
Yeah. Wait, that's you in the backyard?
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, my neighbors have this awful band. Like, oh.
Yikes.
Well, dude, he got, I know, like, this probably isn't his favorite story about him, is his storied career is getting heckled by John Lennon. Because during Lennon's Lost Weekend, he's in L.A. and he's partying his balls off with the fucking Mickey Dolans and all of them, and Harry Nielsen and all those guys.
Yep.
And they're getting all banged up on Brandy Alexander's and 8-Balls. And he was heckling the Smothers Brothers so bad that the Troubadour had to kick out John Lennon.
Wow.
Like a music venue, we're like, we got to get rid of this guy. He's fucking, yeah.
Wow.
So, like, that's a pretty legendary story, though.
That sure is.
And that was the guy. Like, oh, man.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be like, hey, remember when that other guy who's, like, fucking seen as, like, a god made fun of you? And that's everyone's favorite story about you?
Right.
Yeah. But that was pretty cool. The band was this, they had this kind of, like I said, like a corporate-y kind of big party band.
Okay.
And it was like, there was like 4 lead singers, and they're all in sparkly outfits doing choreographed dances, and it was very theater kiddish. But behind them is like an old school, like just a rock solid band, like a funk band.
Yeah.
Whenever you see like a 60-year-old black dude with a 5-string bass way up here,
yeah.
you're in for a fucking treat.
For sure.
You're in for the tightest, funkiest motherfucker in the world.
Oh,
and they were doing Jackson 5 and shit, this guy was locked in.
Yeah.
The whole band was. Yeah, they were great. It was fun. It was a good time. Saw a lot of people I know there, surprisingly.
Oh,
They had like such a fancy event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
But that was cool.
Cool.
Shout out Dick Smothers. I wonder if we can get him.
Dick Smothers.
Is that the big announcement? You and Dick Smothers are going to start he's going to team back up, get another comedy troupe going?
Joining the old schoolers.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody who came out to the Foes thing the other night. That was fun. Good old school jug thing. Shout out to everyone who's been coming out to the open mics, which is what I have to do after this. I'm patiently watching the clock. But those have been fun. It's been good getting back into that room and working out a little bit.
Yeah.
Getting my chops up.
There you go.
Yeah. So what's did you meet any entertainment legends?
No, not this week. No, I'm a little short on entertainment legends this week. Just been catching up on Abraham Lincoln, as you saw.
Yes, I did see that. This is a good Lincoln thing.
Yeah, it is. It's really good.
Other than like shows we watch together, the fucking dragons and shit, documentaries is just where I'm at.
Me too.
I just cannot watch actors just do shit anymore. It's got to be something really good.
It's got to be something really good.
Really good. Like there's times where you watch a show that's just some streaming shit, and you're like, this is just like they're just hitting their mark and saying their lines.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're just watching the product of television and not like a piece of work that's interesting.
Yeah.
But documentaries about, the Bob Dylan Rolling Thunder thing was fucking great. Mm-hmm. And that had some hometown shit. There's a shot of them going over the bridge, playing at the convention center. It was cool.
I did watch a movie last night called Saturday Night, and Jason Reitman wrote it.
It's about SNL.
It's about SNL.
Yeah.
It's about the first one ever.
Yeah, doesn't it remind you of this show?
Did you see it?
The hecticness when you're watching me set the 2 microphones up.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this is just like it.
I know, it's just like it.
Well,
Are we going to make it in time?
I run 2 cables, plug in one thing.
Come on, Thurman, you can do it. Yeah. You got this.
Box ticket for the show that's not scheduled. Like, hey, man, I get that. We're working in comedy. We understand.
Yeah.
What was that? That was good?
I didn't know how to take it. It was good.
It's hard to watch like a guy try to beat Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
Well, one
of the opening scenes though, he in the opening scene, pretty much Chevy Chase falls down and he goes, "Sorry, I tripped over my penis."
Yeah, that's a classic Chevy Chase line. He's great.
So,
well, they did the one National Lampoon movie that was okay, but who the fuck is the guy from Joel McHale from fucking E. He used to do the snarky celebrity E
Oh,
show,
okay.
whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
He played Chevy Chase, and him and Chevy Chase were on that Community show together.
Yep.
Where I guess Chevy Chase was just a cranky old man, and everyone thought he was an asshole. Which I was like, he's been cranky the whole time. That's why he's funny.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he played him, which I thought was a good matchup.
Yeah.
Of like, I'm gonna go play you in a movie. Like they had like a combative relationship, and then he went and played him in a movie. That's pretty funny.
What's his name? The old actor, Martin Burrell?
Milton Berle?
Milton Berle?
Yeah. What a legendary.
Cock?
Yes.
Yes.
I think we did a whole list on this show one time.
Yeah, probably. But Milton Berle is hitting on Chevy Chase's girlfriend, and and they're saying things back and forth, and Chevy Chase is like, she's taken, and Milton Berle is like 67 years old at this point, and Chevy Chase is like 22, and his
he's
girlfriend,
nobody
and,
yet.
and he's nobody.
SNL hasn't even hit yet,
No.
so it's not.
Then his girlfriend is like this hot 20-year-old, of course. And Milton Berle's fucking putting the moves on her, and he goes, she's taken, and then they start saying shit back and forth, and then Milton Berle goes to Chevy Chase. He goes, if you want your comeback, you're gonna have to fucking scrape it off the back of your mother's teeth.
Oh my god!
and then he whips out his cock, and he's like, you ever seen anything like that, kid?
Oh my god!
And his girlfriend is like. Her jaw just drops, and so
This is a true story.
I'm pretty sure that actually happened.
Wow.
Yeah, which is fucking classic.
That's
I think that's hilarious. So yeah, it was. Those are the better points of the movie. It's interesting. It was interesting seeing how Saturday Night Live started.
Yeah.
Because they were set up to fail.
Yeah.
Purposely.
It's a pretty wacky idea. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Fucking. So we went. We got tickets. A friend of ours had tickets to see this Depeche Mode tribute thing at the Riviera, and then she got sick, so she asked if we wanted them.
Okay.
And at first, this was at the gig Friday. Well, he's like, "Oh, do you want tickets to see Depeche Mode tomorrow?" And I was like, "Yes."
Yeah.
She's like, "At the Riviera," and I was like, "What?" Like, I know it's not the '80s anymore, but I thought those guys were still pretty fucking like they do like
relevant.
the arena when they come here.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, Depeche Mode's on Hard Times," and she's like, "Oh, no, it's a tribute." I'm like, "Oh, whatever," but it was still fucking cool.
Okay.
But we went to the fucking whatever fancy pants fucking seafood exchange. Remington.
Yeah, Remington's great.
It is great.
It is.
So we got there. We were trying to outskirt the valet and park somewhere, but you can't down there. It's a fucking madhouse down there on Friday. So whatever, dude parks it. We go in and eat. It was cool. The food's amazing. We're in this one little dining room, and on the walls are like pictures of Jimmy Page and Rolling Stones and stuff. And then it's just cool. But obviously they went to Spotify and hit like classic rock playlist.
Okay.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
But you're obviously in someone's fucking dad's garage, it feels like.
Right.
It's got a bunch of really nice guitars you can't really play.
Yep.
But it's not playing like you're having a nice sit down seafood dinner, and it's like playing Paul McCartney fucking banan, and you're just yo, chill. And then it was like Don't Fear the Reaper with like the crazy thing while like the waiter's trying to read me the specials. I was like, this is not matching. They're trying to, but I think they're doing that because they're like, oh, the theater is bringing us our business.
Oh, okay.
And here's a bunch of classic rock people.
Sure.
Whatever. The Depeche Mode thing was cool as fuck. But as we're leaving this, we go back to the valet and we give the kid the card, and he's looking, and I guess she was there the whole time. There's like 2 office chairs for the 2 valet kids.
Yeah.
And sitting in one of them is some girl.
Okay.
And I don't know if she was passed out when we got there, but at a certain point she was just out. Like her purse fell on the ground.
Oh, shit.
And some other dude and his chick were waiting for their car, and they like picked up the purse and put it on her lap and patted it and looked at me, and we laughed. He's like, we all been there. I'm like, hey, don't you know it, blah, blah, blah. And like, we're waiting for the kids to get the car, and it's starting to get backed up. Now there's probably fucking 10, 15 people sitting there, and this chick is out.
Yeah.
Like fucking just sitting in an office chair in the middle of this. It was just such a weird, you know what? There was a heater.
Okay.
As soon as this chick hit the heater, she was gone.
Done.
And she dropped her phone, and some other girl was trying to like shake her, and we were all laughing, and it was funny. And then at one point, we're like, she's breathing, right?
She's okay,
Like,
right?
this was funny, and there's like, I think there was this weird unsaid thing amongst the whole group that were like, oh, this is a fentanyl situation.
Oh boy.
This went from being funny to not funny.
Yeah.
But she was fine. But it was
Good.
wow, dude. She was actually fine. She was slumbering hard.
Yeah.
Just fucking out like a light, dude.
Jesus.
Under the thing.
How embarrassing.
Yeah, dude. So now, there's all these people waiting for their cars at the valet, just standing in a circle around this chick. Like, what do we do? Do you know her? I don't know her. Do you know her? She's just been here. And the valet kids are like, I don't know. She just sort of like appeared. They were asking us, like, is this your friend? I'm like, I don't know. No. But then there was like a truck parked outside and it was waiting for a while. I was like, I bet that's that. And I think as we were pulling out, the dude in the truck got out. He goes, oh, well, now I look like the fucking bad guy. And like, we're like, oh, these two probably are fucking getting all banged up.
Oh, yeah.
Got in some drunken argument.
Yep.
And he's like, fuck you, I'll go get the car. You just fucking stay here. Blah, 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 blah. Yep. And then she just never came out. And he's sitting peacefully in his truck, just thinking she's at the bar getting shots with another guy. And he's just having a nice little thing. And then hey man, your chick's dead. You gotta get her out.
You
of
might
here.
want to come see this.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I talked to Hotdog today.
Yeah.
And and Hotdog has been dealing with a kidney stone.
Oh.
Yeah. So he passed it.
Oh, good.
And,
congratulations.
Yeah, he's.
Do they do it like a baby? Like they weigh it and they have cigars?
No. He
Is that why
passed
you're
it on
having
his
a
own. His appointment was actually tomorrow.
Oh.
And he pissed it out the day before yesterday.
Oh, God damn.
And he said, now I have something comparable to move against Hot Dog's wife when she says, she's like, I had a baby. Now he's like, I shot a 9mm out of my fucking cock. And so he sent me a picture of it.
And really? Like, oh, Jesus Christ.
And it's like, what? You want to see it.
I don't, but kinda. Did he put anything next to it as comparison?
So that came flying out of his fucking dick.
Is that how women feel when they see a picture of a fat baby? They're like, oh, imagine shoot that out. Yeah, that's, oh, no. God, how do you prevent that? Isn't there, we need a doctor. Someone tell me, please send us and tell us how to prevent that from ever happening.
So I go, I'm doing the podcast tonight. And he goes, you have my permission. I go, thank you.
Oh, man. Well, it's good that he got it out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fucking nightmare.
He said he tried to tell,
Did they tell him what caused it?
I mean, there's various things I think that cause these things. I think that I mean, anyone can get one, so I know it's kind of scary. Yeah. So he said that you need to check your urologist.
Urologist?
No,
that's the guy who
urologic acid or something like that.
Yeah. Oh,
you have to get it
acid
tested.
Breaks it down. If there's not enough, then okay,
yeah.
I get you.
So he's like, I'd go get that tested if I were you, buddy.
Yeah, for real. God damn.
He's like, because believe me, he goes. Hey, I go, dude. I'm like, did it make like a sound like when it hit the fucking toilet? Like, was it like bing? And he's like, I don't know. Through all the weeping and whining I was doing, I couldn't hear anything. He goes, it was the most painful thing I've ever been through.
I'm queasy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be funny if it sounds like an old prospector spitting his chewing tobacco into a can.
Bing. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he tried to tell the wife that ejaculation helps get the thing moving, and she goes, I'm not getting that thing caught in the back of my throat.
That thing's loaded.
That's the definition of a loaded gun.
Shoot your eye out.
So I like that one.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
It's funny.
Yes, yeah. I don't believe a little silver lining, I guess.
So back to the BJ's
Is he gonna
again.
keep it? Is he gonna name it? You should make it like
he
a
said
necklace.
He
You put
said
it
he's
on a
gonna
ring
make
or
it a
something.
necklace.
Like I have this stone on the ring. Yeah, you should have like a Tony Soprano pinky ring.
He said
with
he's
the
totally
stone on it.
turning it into a necklace.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's cool. Real classy.
Yeah, exactly. So that's good stuff there. Hot diggity dog.
Yeah, good for him. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of fucking something shooting out a giant thing. Dude, the size of the fucking egg this morning.
Oh, yeah?
One of them was fucking staggering. Look at the two eggs
Oh,
next
my
to each
God.
other. Look at this. That's next to a nickel.
Holy shit.
Dude, it's like long. It was like it was 3 inches long. Almost 3 inches long. Yeah, we measured it. We got the thing measured.
We measured it.
Dude, and it was a double yolk, too.
I bet it was.
Ready for this? Look at that. Look at that. Double. Look at that
Yeah, I love double yolks.
shit. Yeah, it was great. Dude, I couldn't fucking believe this thing.
Right?
Yeah, because it's like they've been relatively small up to this point, and this thing.
I thought they were average size.
Popped a giant one out. God damn. Good for the
that one had
chicken.
to hurt.
Chicken and the hot dog. It's funny that the chicken and the hot dog were having very similar days.
Yeah, I know, right?
They're both like,
This hurts real bad. Ba-ding.
yeah. Oh, well, good for him.
Yeah. So Galifianakis was nervous that this was episode 150 when I talked to him earlier. I was like, listen, man, I got to go. Thurman's going to be here soon. He's like, wait a minute, you guys are doing episode 150 without me? I was like, it's 149. He's like, oh, you guys are lucky.
Yeah. Well, he was saying, he's like, he comes home and like puts it on. He's like, it's like my comfort blanket. And then like he dozes off.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, we got to start saying weird shit.
Yeah.
Like, so picture, Galifianakis is listening to this sleeping right now. So he's in dream world, man. You have his brain.
Right.
You could do anything.
We can do anything.
He's going to have a weird dream about hot dog. He's going to have a dream about a stone coming out of a hot dog. Like an actual hot dog.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. So get ready for that. Shooting into an egg.
Yeah.
Into a giant egg.
Yeah, it's going to be like a fucking psychedelic fucking, like some fucking shit from Pink Floyd.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So have fun with that one, buddy.
Yeah, sweet dreams.
Call me when you wake up.
Yeah. Did you already do driving around the chief?
What?
You texted me driving around the chief.
Oh, no, we have not done that.
What does that mean?
Okay, so those of you that are close to me kind of know how I grew up and how my parents got divorced when I was young, and my house was kind of a free-for-all. And then, like, my dad got the ownership of the house again when I was around 16. And he used to come back to the house all the time in the middle of the night, fucking all hammed up with friends. And they'd always wake me up and be like, Chris, we need a fourth for darts. Chris, we need a fourth for poker. We need a fourth for euchre, like whatever. So I'm 16 and, you know, they were like, no, you can't drink, but they'd let me smoke weed. Like, I'm like, okay. And then like his friends would sneak me beers though. And he'd be like, is he drinking a beer? I don't give a fuck.
He's like, I'm supposed to be responsible.
So
just let me like Batman when the one dude's like, hey, if I don't know what's going on, then when I'm asked, I don't have to lie.
Yeah. So this one will ring true to Hot Dog as well, because this particular officer of the law really hated Hot Dog and I. We used to fuck with him like a lot. Like we would go down to the fort and we would pull the soccer nets out into the middle of the road in the middle of the night, and then we would hide behind trees and wait for him to go by and fucking get all pissed off and try and drag him off the road by himself. And
this is lovable hijinks.
So yeah, for sure. And you know, he arrested us a couple times, and
like little kid arrest, like just throw you in the car and take you to the fucking
take us to the holding center here in Youngstown, and then call our parents, and we'd be like, don't call our parents, we'll be in more trouble. And so this one particular night, my dad's like, get down here, we need another guy. And I go down there and fucking officer, and he was the chief of police at the time. And DV was there, and I'm like, I didn't do anything. That's my immediate reaction, you know. And he's like, Chris, what's going on? Get down here. You're having a beer with us. And I was like, looked at my dad, and he's like, what? Get a beer. The chief of police said get a beer.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay.
Well, they're like, okay, this tactic is not working. Let's try to win him over with friendship, I guess.
Yeah.
And get him to stop fucking around.
Yeah, I know. So I'm like, okay. So I have a beer, and then
and the whole time you're like, this is some sort of sting operation.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? I have no idea what's going on here. I'm like half asleep, you know. And so then he's you know, like, have some beers, then fucking he's over again the next weekend, then the next weekend. Well, this one particular weekend, they're fucking extra hammered. And they don't get home till like 4. They wake me up, and I'm like, well, yeah, what? You know, like, and there's this place on the corner of Birch and Moore Road. It's a breakfast place. It's not there anymore, but 30 years ago it was there. And they opened at 5 a.m. for farmers and shit. And he fucking tosses me his keys. The chief of police. I don't have a license. I don't have anything, you know.
How old is he?
Like 16.
Yeah.
Like, just turned.
Right.
Like, so he tosses me his keys, and he goes, here, you're driving us to breakfast. And I was like, I don't fucking I don't have a license, man. He goes, I don't give a fuck. He goes, I'm the chief of police.
Wow.
And I'm like,
I don't know if he's stoked about you saying this.
I'm like, in Youngstown, I'm like, we're going to Ransomville.
Yeah, we're out of your jurisdiction, man.
So, anyway, yeah, that's my story. He fucking makes me drive them there and back because they're too fucking drunk to drive.
Yeah, 5 in the morning.
And has me illegally driving his truck out to breakfast.
That's pretty pimp.
It is pretty pimp.
Yeah.
So if anyone's ever wondered where this all began, here's a little tidbit of it.
So they got a greasy ass breakfast.
Oh yeah.
And just went. That's funny.
Oh, then we get back to the house. Everyone's already fucking sleeping in the truck. I'm just like, should I just leave them?
You're driving around a couple of toddlers.
Yeah. I'm like, do I leave them? Do I wake them up? I'm like, hey, you guys, we're home. Fucking leave. He's like, everybody out of my truck. I gotta go home. Oh man. So yeah. So cool. Yeah, driving around with the chief of police illegally.
That's fun. Those are small town hijinks.
I know.
That's lovable Americana right there.
It sure is. You could never do that in this day and age.
And did you stop fucking around with the soccer nets because now you're boys with the guy?
Well, I mean, I was also a little older by now. You know, when I was doing all that, I was like 14, 15. Right. By the time you're 16, like, you know.
You don't feel like doing any dumb shit, yeah. It's a lot of work.
Not as much.
Soccer now, that's a pain in the ass.
Exactly.
Well, you already did it once. You already got the payoff once.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was no more of that. And then he ended up, he quit being the chief of police and joined some fucking renegade army and went to Afghanistan or something.
What?
I swear to God.
Oh, my God.
This guy was like a badass motherfucker.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
I saw him slam one of my fucking friends' heads off of the car right out in front of my place right here because this used to be a yellow goose.
Yeah.
And we got busted for underage drinking. And
what's a yellow goose?
A yellow goose. It's like a 7-Eleven.
Oh, okay. And
there used to be one right there on the corner.
Like where the lot is?
Yeah.
Where the empty lot is now?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right there.
Nice.
That's the first time I ever got arrested was right there. Oh. I can see it every day.
Yeah.
And we got busted for underage drinking, and they told us just to open the beers and pour them over the ledge. So, of course, we're dropping every other one so we can go back and get them. Well, of course, we're dumb fucking kids, so we get busted going back to get them.
It made you plant your own evidence. You set your own trap.
And my one buddy that I was with threw a fucking elbow at him, and he fucking moved back and grabbed him and slammed his head off the fucking top of the car.
You can't do that. That's not
and I was like,
town
I was like, I'm good, man. I'm getting in. This guy was like fucking like 6'4", like 305. Like he was fucking a gigantic human being.
Did he have a history in the military before becoming a cop here?
Yeah.
So he was just like, these are dumb little shit kids in a little town. This is a cushy fucking gig for a guy who's hanging out in Afghanistan to you and Hotdog moving a soccer net.
Yeah. He joined like some special ops like thing.
Yeah,
like,
some Jason
Bourne
shit.
They were like 30 guys or something like
him
that.
And fucking Jason Statham and The Rock all fucking,
he did cool. That.
Nice.
So yeah, badass motherfucker.
That's cool. Yeah. So to him, after if he did some tours, and that I'm saying before even he's in Youngstown.
Yeah.
Bunch of little white boys fucking moving soccer nets and drinking beers. Like that's probably fucking.
He's like, I'm gonna fuck these little kids up.
Yeah. He's like, this is nothing.
So yeah, pretty cool, pretty funny.
Yeah.
Small town hijinks, like you said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We had a lot of running from cops. There was a few incidents where they got us.
Sure.
But, didn't have an ongoing relationship with any of them, which I figured was a good thing.
That was my only one.
Stay quiet and away from all that.
Dude, one time they were fucking chasing us. Dude, they used to get so pissed off at us. They came actually off the road. In the fort, and you know how many fucking trees are in there?
Yeah.
And that's what we used as our like blockers and our decoy.
Yeah.
And he slammed the cop car right into the fucking tree.
Wow.
Like I was like, whoa! We were like, run! We're in a lot of trouble now.
Yeah, you thought that was safe. So you're fucking around in the fort. What were you doing that had him chasing you that bad?
Like the soccer nuts and shit like that.
Yeah.
But they got sick and tired of it. They were like, this is fucking like.
Well, because it's also such a silly thing that it's kind of.
I think
insulting.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like a real crime. You guys are just making fun of them.
Right.
And,
Oh, yeah. So they were pissed.
Yeah.
And they were like, we're going to run these fucking kids over. Like, dude, I really thought they were trying to run us over. Like, I was like, holy fuck. Like, they're really coming after us. He was moving through these trees. And then all of a sudden, bam! It was so fucking loud.
Holy shit.
And I was like, run! So he gets out of the car. He's like, you kids get back here. He's like, what the fuck? I was like, man, he's going to be in a lot of trouble.
So when they know you, running is just delaying the inevitable.
They couldn't prove that it was us.
I guess, man. I guess.
There's a lot of little fucking
I know. Yeah.
bastards in this town.
Yeah, I feel like I don't see as much occasionally. I don't see as many like gangs of skateboarder kids rolling around Lewiston like there used to be. Sometimes.
Sure.
But they're not really fucking around like we used to.
No.
No, man.
No.
My friends, remember at Art Park where there used to be that big wooden like deck thing that was like way up high? Yeah. We called it the L because it was this L-shaped like really high up fucking plank, that went from one top of the hill to the other top of the hill, where like the bars are now.
Yeah.
And I wasn't there, but we used to skate on it and stuff, and there was this perfect ledge. My buddies went there with a straight up fucking saw and cut the railing off, and then like stole a picnic table from another part of the park and made like an awesome little skate spot.
Oh wow!
They like brought a saw and like cut it up because we would see that shit in skate videos.
Yeah,
we'd see them fuck up shit to make it like a good skate spot.
Sure.
That was, at the beginning of Jackass where they're like, don't try this at home.
Yeah.
That didn't work at all.
No.
We all did. A whole generation
we're totally
of
trying
people
that.
with fucking brain trauma from doing shopping carts.
Right.
And like fucking a bunch of cops in towns that are like, what is happening? There's just nothing but weird vandalism happening all over the place.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, now I'm just such an old man. I'm like, you gotta respect the park. Okay, nice.
I know, right?
Or you're littering.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was the passed out valet chick. Okay, when I looked at it the other night and I was like, that has to be for the podcast.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the valet chick. I'm assuming that guy just dragged her into the car.
Yeah.
And she just drunkenly was like, fuck yeah. Go to McDonald's. And then he had to drive her to some fucking diner for breakfast.
Right, exactly. Exactly. And then take her home without getting any. So.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the only interesting thing I have. Chicken laid a giant egg.
Chicken laid a giant egg.
That's all I know.
Well.
Biv album is out, and we're getting good feedback on this Biv EP. Thank you all very, very much.
Nice.
Getting good feedback on a lot of stuff. So we got March 1st, I think, is the next Biv one. Do we have one in February? I don't think so. But it's Evan's birthday.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, we're going to look at this awesome poster I made that I'll put on the Instagram.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, at Pearl Street. So Saturday, March 1st at Pearl Street after the Sabres game.
Awesome.
We're going to rip. That place is fucking beautiful.
So it's like a 10 o'clock show?
Yeah, it's whenever the game's over.
Yeah. 10:30. Cool.
Yeah, but I really like that room.
Yeah.
It's great. Nice big bar, big high ceilings. They got nice speakers hanging up there that we can just plug our system right into.
Sweet.
It's really cool. The vapes.
The vapes.
The vapes. Getting hit with the vapors.
You want a proper joint?
No.
Yeah. It's got a lot of hash in it.
That's okay.
That's okay. Yeah, so, I don't know. I mean, I got some exciting news in the future, but I can't release a lot of it right now, unfortunately. So I'm kind of at a little bit of a standstill.
Yeah. And we don't really want to do a sports segment.
No, we don't want to do a sports
makes
segment.
everyone sad now.
Yeah, we're going to skip that one for this week.
Well, this is like eventually we just can't take it anymore. What's going to happen? There's going to be a fucking insurrection at the NFL offices. People are going to storm. Bills Mafia. You got the Bills Mafia after you.
Yeah. You don't want any kind of mafia after you.
No. What happened to the fucking Kennedys?
Look what happened to the Kennedys.
You got the Bills Mafia coming after you.
Yeah.
Good luck having any folding tables.
Yeah.
They will all be destroyed.
Your entire town will be out of folding tables.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's, yeah. So, I don't know. I think everyone should fight the power. I think everyone should fight it.
Yeah.
Even the lady, we had the cars in the shop, so we had to get a rental, and we're at the rental car place in there, or the insurance place, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
No, we're at the collision place. You had to go to a lot of places. But she was fucking. I'm like, yeah, I heard there were some shady calls. She's like, you bet there were some shady calls. I'm like, this lady was all about it, and they were very upset about it.
Yeah, there was a lot of people upset about it.
Oh, what a bummer. Fight the power.
My buddy went to the game, and I was like, dude, did you go to this restaurant? He's like, no. I'm like, did you go to this burger place? He's like, no. I'm like, who the fuck did you go to this fucking game with? Why didn't you go to any places? Why did you call me the day before you left to ask me the names of all the places? And he's like, I went with fucking these idiots. He's like, and like, they're like, oh, that place doesn't have that good of reviews. And he's like, I was there. It's good. Like, this one place, I think it was called Jack Straw.
That's
Super
cool.
fucking good barbecue.
Like
dude.
the song.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like the song.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it's the best of both worlds. But you can get the best burn ends there, man. Whew. Burn ends are where it's at when it comes to barbecue for me nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
And their sides were incredible, too. I remember their mac and cheese was outstanding, all kinds of shit. But he's like, yeah, I didn't even fucking get to go. He's like, I was so fucking pissed. He's like, these fucking morons, all they drink is IPAs, so they're smashed like 5 beers in, and like I can't even tolerate them. He's like, man, did I miss you guys?
Professional partiers.
Well, yeah, and like, it was me, him, Woodsy, and Vendetti last time, and now he took some other guys that aren't, they're not,
Yeah, it's seasoned professionals.
they're not us.
Yeah.
We'll just say that. So, he said by the time the game was over, it was like, he couldn't even deal with him. He had to get him home as fast as possible.
Wow. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. So I won't say one of their names. Well, you know one of them real well.
I do.
Yeah, he lives in...
Well, I mean, everyone does now. I'm already going to have to beep out 6 names we've already said.
No, he lives in Heinischer.
Retard?
No. Like, he's one of your boys, not mine.
Oh, okay.
But he was cousins with the guy that he brought. So,
All right.
but I don't want to use any real names on here for...
No, we just want to give as much detail as we can
Yeah.
to a town with a population of fucking 62
Yeah.
by process of elimination.
Right. So, anyway, yeah. So he said that.
So who are we? So we're all about the fucking Eagles now. Because we want the
For sure.
Eagles to fuck. This is a revenge killing.
For sure.
This is like the Buffalo mob's going to the Philly mob. going
Saquon
like,
Barkley, baby.
Yeah,
That's who we're going for.
He need the answer for Santino.
Yeah.
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 Saquon Barkley is a very fucking cool name.
It is. And he's the best running back in the NFL.
So go Birds.
Go Birds.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So we'll see. And they're Newport colors too.
Yeah, that's
So
nice.
that helps. Green and white. Helps us a little, kind of cheering for the hometown team.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So Ken, on this show, Ken talked about how he was a Kansas City guy from being a little kid and seeing
Yeah.
KC.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you doing for the game? He's like, I'm hiding. I'm not. I don't want anyone to fucking. He's like, he's a moving target now.
Right.
So I wonder if he'll be out tonight.
I
He's
don't
got
know.
a fucking bullseye on him.
He does.
I don't know, because he could have kept that a secret. He told it on here.
He told it on here.
Yeah.
Now everybody knows.
Yeah. But that's like the little kid thing, Like, I mean, there was a bit of we're never really a football house, but there was a bit of like a Dolphins thing because my mom's whole side of the family was like in Miami.
Oh,
They lived
yeah,
in
yeah.
Florida. So it was
Right.
like the rivalry was a playful thing.
Sure.
But nobody was really that,
Yeah.
we weren't really that into it.
Right.
More of a hockey house, with the Canadian and whatnot.
Yeah, well, they had the man back then, Dolphins, Dan Marino. Man, he would light it up in this day and age.
You would?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, but don't you think they've just gotten better and better? It's like when I look at, like, dude, I saw some snowboarding, but I haven't watched snowboarding in fucking years. And now when you take 10 years off and you watch it, you're like, I remember doing like a 1080 was tops, and now guys are doing like a 1670 or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so you took like not old timey, but like a 90s Dan Marino guy and put him today with Saquon Barkley. You don't think he'd get his fucking ass handed to him?
No.
Nah, he'd still, yeah.
He threw for 5,000 yards in like the 80s. Fucking, it's like unheard of even now.
Yeah, but they were all on cocaine. He was in Miami in the 80s.
Yeah. So
Imagine if he had to drive to breakfast.
right. Mark Super Duper and Mark Clayton. That was his receivers. They were fucking sick. No, I think that they'd be very like. I was just talking about this the other day.
Like sports
Like,
video
you'd light it
games,
up.
you can play with Wayne Gretzky. You know what I mean? You play him
Yeah.
on a modern team. They wouldn't. What if you got one of those old timey leather helmet guys with the arm
now
out
you're
and
going
just-
way back.
Yeah,
These guys would tear those guys apart.
yeah, it'd be great.
I'm only going back like 25 years, not 70.
You don't think Babe Ruth would be as good today?
I don't know.
Big fat Babe Ruth with a cigar in his mouth.
Yeah, I don't know.
He still just hit it, and they'd be like, "We're gonna have someone else run for you. You just hit it."
I feel like he probably couldn't get the bat around. Like those guys weren't throwing 100 miles an hour back then.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. There's advancements in it.
Well, there's no doubt.
Talked about that with music too. I'm like, God damn it! If we had a time machine and a fucking wah pedal, you'd get to England a week before Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah,
and then you're just a god.
You're a god.
Yeah,
forever. Yep, I know. Yeah. Before Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, just get the flight before him and just show up and do all his shit first.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey. So, yeah, no. I don't know.
Have you killed anything in the last 2 weeks?
No.
No more pheasants.
That's over. But I was talking to Hotdog again today. His boss just bought a farm about an hour and a half northeast of where he lives in Bonita Springs, and I guess you can hunt up there. Oh. So next time I go down, we're going wild boar hunting.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wild boars are nasty motherfuckers.
They're nasty motherfuckers. He said you gotta fucking carry a pea shooter on your side.
Yeah, because they'll come at you. They'll run at you.
If you shoot it and you don't hit it right, it'll come at you. So you better have your side pistol ready.
Damn, dude.
So I'm excited about that. I'm real excited about it. Like, that sounds fucking awesome to me. I'm actually fucking stoked. Like, I can't wait to
get
get
a fucking tree stand. I don't think a boar can climb a tree.
Yeah, you
just
could
get up and fucking. That's not sportsmanly.
I don't know. I've always been kind of one that I kind of want to jump out of the tree with the two knives onto its back and fucking.
And then you got two handles with it stuck, and you ride it for a little bit until it squeals, and you get into submission.
Yeah. And then, like, I'll be like, Hotdog, shoot it. I'm ready. I'm going to jump. I jump. He hits it. We're done.
That does sound pretty great.
I'm sure that I probably couldn't do that anymore, but.
And then you gotta cook it. You're gonna cook it like the Hawaiians, buried in the sand with a bunch of pineapples and fucking burning stones.
Maybe. I mean, they got their piglets too. So, like, you can get the big one and the little one, and you can put the little one on the rotisserie.
You can't get the little one. That's terrible.
Oh yeah, you put them on the rotisserie. They're delicious.
No. Well, the little one. You gotta live a life first or something. And there's nothing against eating children.
You don't eat veal.
Yeah. I guess not. I don't know. I can't think if I have. Not by choice.
No. I'll eat that shit.
Somebody has.
Somebody's got to.
Yeah, if they're killing, it's going to go bad. You're right.
Yeah, I don't want it going bad.
Yeah, and then it died in vain.
And if we kill the mother, we might as well just fucking kill the baby's not going to make it anyway. Another one's just going to attack it. So, we're going for it.
The circle of life.
Yeah.
The circle of life. Yeah, that's what the Lion King's about. At the end, they fucking kill Pumbaa.
So, yeah. I was like, I'm like, is fucking Young Pig better? And he's like, yes. He's like, it's fucking delicious. You throw them on the rotisserie? Holy fuck, is it good? And I'm like, oh, man, wow. This trip sounded better and better. Yeah, I got problems.
Hey, man.
I'm just getting back to my roots.
Yeah.
I've been off this kick for 25 years, and now I'm getting back on it, and I'm starting to sound like Killer Pete.
Oh, yeah, off the hunting kick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is like an addiction. Like, guys get Pete's all about. I mean, obviously, you know what I mean? When people are into it, it's a fucking lifestyle.
Yeah. I can't imagine I'll ever get that far into it, but I do enjoy it, I'll tell you that. And I don't know, this is going to sound a little...
Well, it's
demented,
good. It should be in
like,
the DNA of us to hunt.
Yeah.
It should be in there.
There's just, like I said, this is going to sound a little demented, but there's kind of something about taking that life and then fucking bringing it home and cooking it and like,
yeah.
Because you just feel like,
yeah. It's a high and it's life, and that goes back to the fucking, or people sitting on the fucking in Ireland, hunting a fucking whatever you hunt up there. And you know what I mean? In the cold and the stone,
Goats.
and they get it, and they just fucking party.
Yeah.
They're just like super excited. I think you gotta hunt a goat.
I know. That's why I said it.
You scare it and it just faints. Like a fainting goat.
Those are the best ones. Yeah. That was easy. Scared the shit out of that motherfucker.
Yeah. But it goes back to your DNA. Like I said, every time you tend to a fire, there's some fucking ancient shit coming on. Anytime you fucking play music in a way, you're tuning into some ancient shit.
Yeah, for
Especially
sure.
when you're improvising and you're just on like a jam of a rhythm and you don't even know what key you're in anymore, but you're so lost in it.
Yeah.
And everyone's so baked that you just don't even remember where it started.
Yeah.
That's what like the Grateful Dead, as soon as you just like let that fucking tiger off the leash, as soon as you open the door and just go, like it just becomes tribal and you're tapping into some ancient shit.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
So when this whole thing burns down, we're gonna start our own fucking commune at the fort where we're gonna hunt and play music and have big bonfires. It's gonna be some tribal shit. It sounds fucking sick.
We're gonna be set,
Dude, it's gonna be awesome. It actually sounds fucking great.
right?
Like, cause I don't want to say apocalyptos. That didn't end great for those guys with the heads going down the pyramids and everything. We're gonna have a better version of that,
Right.
Without the human sacrifice. Hopefully, can you build a society without it? We're trying to figure out. Apparently not. If you read some of the fucking papers, but yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
You don't even worry about anything outside your own little fucking village.
No. Wouldn't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should go back to that.
I know.
It should be a massive outage. And the only things that should exist are my albums and this show. Other than that, kill the internet.
I'm in.
Yeah. Let us live amongst the fucking wilderness like we used to.
Yeah.
Live at one with the earth.
With the earth.
Yeah.
I'm fucking totally down. I've got an entire arsenal. So
Yeah, you just stocking up. Are you buying new weapons?
no, I don't need to. I
You
might
just started stocked up from before?
I'm stocked.
Wow.
Stocked. Like yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Hey, yeah, I didn't know this.
We'd be good for years.
Nice.
Many years.
Cool.
Maybe even a couple generations. So
Yeah, man. These think about. I was watching the George Harrison thing, the Scorsese, as we said, documentaries. And I was talking about them being in Germany.
okay.
And they lived in like a broom closet in like a fucking, I'm pretty sure like a porno theater. And when they were doing Germany, they would play 5 sets a night. That's what made them so fucking good.
Right.
They were like okay in Liverpool, and then they went to Germany and got this gig just like playing for like drunk sailors and playing like just living in this like little part of the city.
Yeah.
Playing this club, and like it would just be fucking mayhem. And they would get all fucked up on Mandrax, which is like a diet pill that would like get them all fucking jazzed up. So they're like doing speed essentially.
Right.
And
right.
playing fucking Little Richard songs, and everyone's going fucking ballistic. And then they came back to Liverpool, and everyone's like, how the fuck do you guys get so good? They just put in the time. But they were like, I was just thinking about that. No internet, you're just in that city.
Yeah.
You're just surrounded by chaos. You have your gig. It's going every night. You're just in it.
Yeah.
Just every part of your bones are soaked in this shit 24/7. I go do a gig, but then you kind of go back to normal, I guess, by Monday.
Yeah.
It's just that I was like, that would be a fucking trip. That'd be
That'd
fun.
be cool. Yeah.
So if anyone in Germany wants to book us to just party and, play for all your drunk sailors, I'm down.
I have a live album of the Beatles in Germany in 1962.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's the shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking pretty badass. You can hear it's not the greatest quality.
Sure.
But it's fucking pretty cool.
Yeah. It's just ripping.
It's very raw.
It's like punk rock, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, really, like, I was
Hamburg,
watching this
Germany.
Depeche Mode
Yeah.
thing, and then this corporate party band at the other thing, and I'm like, God, I needed a gig like that in rotation. So I'm putting this into the universe, and it'll eventually show up.
Yeah.
I need someone to go like, oh, we have a fucking Foo Fighters cover band or some tribute band. It's locked in.
Yeah.
It's our other guitar, the guy who's doing the Pat Smear stuff. He's having a baby, so he can't be in the band.
Yeah.
Every gig is booked. It's locked in. You just got to learn the songs and show up.
Yeah.
The infrastructure's already there.
Right.
And she thinks I am making up like a fantasy. It doesn't
Yeah,
have to
of
be Foo
course.
Fighters. It has to be anything. I don't want to start it. I want it to be new
I
shit, new
am
people.
making a fantasy.
I am just making, I'm putting it into the universe where it'll show up.
All right.
Just a fucking Aerosmith band. I don't give a shit. Something where you just play guitar and like I could fucking smack it out of the park.
Yeah.
But the infrastructure is already set up.
Right.
Learning the music's the easy part. It's all the other shit to get it going. And someone's got to run the fucking Facebook, and you got to book the shit, and you got to do the whole thing. I need that to already be in place.
All the shit that I did.
Yes.
Essentially.
It takes a fucking village, man. And even just doing one jug gig is a fucking whole headache. I want it to be like an office job. Like just here, clock in, clock out. Here's your material.
Right.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
So I'm putting it in the universe. Anybody who knows,
All right. So anybody out there?
I can do. I love when we would get those gigs, and I would just get a set list, and I'm like, all right, there's my homework. Just like you got all your drinks and everything.
Yeah.
And I just learn it and show up and fucking smash it, get the fucking money, and boom. I like
Right.
that. Yeah. You don't have to figure out all the other shit.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot to it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, this is a pretty extensive drink list.
Yeah.
It's like 12 pages.
Wow. And it's all different scotches and everything.
It's everything.
There's your vodka, 3 olives, cherry. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, vodka is the only booze out there that is made for one purpose and one purpose only, and that is to get you fucked up.
Yeah.
There's no flavor. There's no scent. There's no. Think about it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you
It's
think
just
about it,
pure, just
everything else, you know, is like they've fine tuned it to make it taste like
yes, yes.
You know, there's like fucking 30 different things that go into fucking gin to make it taste, quote unquote, delicious.
Yeah.
I'm not a big gin guy. That's why I said quote unquote. But, you know, bourbons, scotches, you know, everything. Vodka is just like, this is here to get you drunk.
Yeah. And it does a good job.
It does.
Okay.
And you won't stink afterwards.
I guess. I don't know. Tell the cop that while you're pulled over.
Mm-hmm. No, they can't tell. They can't smell it. They can tell. They can't smell it.
Like, this guy
seems a little off.
Yeah, he's like, showing your chest, officer. He's like, I don't smell it, though. All right, move along. All right, thanks for listening, everybody. I just realized what time it is. I got to go next door.
Okay.
Yeah, keep listening. Tell your friends, all that stuff.
Yeah,
listen to the Biv EP. Go listen to the Equilibrium stuff on YouTube. Go listen to all the music we're making.
Definitely,
Follow the Instagram.
definitely go check it all out. It's all amazing.
Go on Instagram. That's where everything goes.
Yep. And we'll be back in a couple weeks.
Okay, bye.
All right.